What is the devil's favorite animal? A hell-elephant. Welcome to the stream, my friends. Happy Thursday. One day away from Friday. I hope you're all doing well. Got a lot of people here, and I'm glad to see you. Lucent Jelly is first in chat tonight. Class is back in session. Well, we're going for an A+, right? So I thought that would be a good starting screen. Itarama, thank you for the positivity, Itty. I actually lurked a bit. You were playing my favorite game today. I playing Super Ghouls and Ghosts with the tri-blade of all things. I wasn't in a position to chat, but I was sure happy to be able to listen in a bit. Pookie Stan, welcome to the stream, and thank you for the inverted face cam. That's how we'll start out. Our resident rock star is here, Loyal to Soil. Great to see you, Loyal. I hope you're doing well today. And why is the cam inverted? That's because of Pookie. Had to get some tri-blade practice. That weapon is a mess. Yeah, so you're definitely much better than me in that regard. I am like going out of your way to practice all the weapons. I have really slept on that sort of activity. I should take a page out of your book and get myself some practice. Hold your tablet / laptop upside down, Jelly says. Kai, welcome in. Father Frownie. Good to see you, Kai. I hope you're doing well this Thursday. So yeah, we're gonna do Cuphead tonight. We're gonna fight the devil again and try and get our A+. I've gotten so close. I think we might be able to do it, and hopefully we'll be able to do it fairly quickly. Let's go ahead and start pressing some buttons. And if we get this A+, I mean, even if we don't, after a while, I'll have to throw in the towel. But the plan is to do a little Cuphead here at the start of the stream, and then we're going to switch over to Hollow Knight, and it's really going to be a big Hollow Knight stream, I'm hoping. And we're just going to make a lot of progress in that game tonight. Oh, then I'll be right side up. The game might be hard to watch, though, if you turn your device upside down. Fair point. I think you're right. My mother made the mistake of getting me a soda, Kai says. Oh, no. You gonna be up all night now? I've switched to drinking decaf coffee of late. It's sad, but true. And it hasn't helped with my sleep schedule at all. I don't know that it's worth it. I'm still getting to sleep way too late in the morning and sleeping until way too late in the afternoon. This might be just a tad loud. Depending on how my sleep goes, also, by the way, I'm thinking that tomorrow, for our Friday stream, I might do what I did a couple weeks ago when we did the Ghosts and Goblins stream earlier in the day. My Friday stream tomorrow may be earlier in the day. I may replace the nighttime stream with a sort of an afternoon evening stream. That's I'm leaning toward that. I just don't know if I can fall asleep and wake up at the right time to pull that off. But if I can, that's what I'd like to do. Tomorrow, the idea is to play Contra to practice our no power run, which, like the A+ on this, is something I've gotten so close to. But we'll play Contra and then Ninja Gaiden 2 for our first playthrough. And hopefully I can get through Ninja Gaiden 2. I don't know. I didn't get through the first Ninja Gaiden on my first attempt. No, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. I know I can't get an A+ with damage, but I figured that we might as well warm up a little bit before I start leaning on that retry button. Whoa. Uh-oh. There's Phase 2. I actually find Phase 2 to be, I think the easiest phase. No. Well, that was pretty good. That was pretty good, making it into Phase 3 on the first try. Is that Omar Flaft? Welcome to the stream. Happy to see you. And yeah, the camera's upside down. I know. That happens sometimes. That's one of my channel points things. Viewers can turn the camera upside down for a little while. But just last for, we just stay upside down for about 15 minutes, so I think we're about halfway there. Maybe not quite. Maybe about 10 minutes left. I don't run a timer. we just play it loosely. Usually I end up forgetting all about it, and I stay upside down for 2 or 3 times longer than I'm supposed to. So a reminder. So a reminder, if I don't get around to it after about a half an hour, is usually appreciated. Oh no, I was paralyzed with indecision. Oh, that's exactly how we did last time. Perhaps I can. I do appreciate to not take gameplay advice though. I appreciate the instinct to want to help me out, but I would I'd like people to also please take note of the no back seating tags. No worries. I've become so, I've also become so ingrained in the way that I do things that I don't think there's any hope for me to change at this point. Even though I mess it up. So the idea is just to go through and win a battle against the devil, and then we'll start grinding for the A+. Like I wanna just beat him to to get a proper warm up. So that again, that's why I'm not leaning on the retry button like I will be shortly. Just any victory, no matter how ugly, is good for the warm-up. Alpha Kenny Body, a.k.a. Haru, welcome to the chat. Happy Thursday. Whoa. All right, that was a bad one. All right, well, if we can do better than that. Whoa. Thank you for the bits, Haru. Thank you for the 69 bits. Very kind of you. Much appreciated. Thank you for the additional, what is that, 6 bits? Again, very appreciated. Whoa, no, I was doing so well. I thought for sure I was taking a hit there. This is the most difficult thing right here. There we go. Fortunately, we have to click through all the credits now. All right, let me catch up with you. Sorry I haven't been here often. I broke my finger and got stitches in my wrist. So I would say that would mean I was pretty busy. My goodness. Oh, I wish you a speedy recovery, Haru. I imagine a broken finger must be terribly awful. I've never never had a broken bone or stitches myself, so I don't really have firsthand knowledge of what that's like. But I can't imagine that either are pleasant. All right, so we got a warm up victory. I always get injured right before my birthday, sadly. Sorry to hear that. Does that? I don't know if you've mentioned. Then does that? Perhaps that means you have a birthday coming up. In which case, happy early birthday if that's true. All right, we're gonna start leaning on the retry button now. If I get injured in phase 1, then we're gonna restart the fight. If I get injured after that, I'll probably keep fighting for a little while just for the extra practice. But I'm gonna try to not beat him. I'm gonna try to go right up until phase 4. If it's a dead attempt, I'm gonna try to go right up until phase 4 and then restart so I get the practice. But then also, I don't want to beat him because I don't want to have to click through the menus again. Birthday is tomorrow. Happy early birthday. Tomorrow's not that far away. If you're close to my time zone. The majority of my friends have banned me from the kitchen, though. I like to cook, but I'm generally happy to let other people do my cooking for me from time to time. So maybe there is a silver lining to that. We've got everything we need in this battle. If I can just do it without taking any damage, we'll have the A+. Whoa. Thank you for the additional bits, Haru. Thank you for the 5 bits. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you. No! Ah, why'd I have to take damage? It's always heartbreaking. Alright. So close. I've been so close so many times. Um, I broke my toe a few days ago while making brownies. It's all the brownies' fault. You have a broken toe and a broken finger? Haru, you need to... I don't know. You need a change of luck, my friend. I feel sorry to hear that. Serious question, yes or no? Yes or no? I don't know, it's not enough input. I guess no. That's like it's like someone asks you, "Have a question, true or false?" I'm I'm doing real bad. I suppose that's a silver lining. I've been having such a hard time with this particular attack lately, and that used to be the one that I look forward to the most. Thank you for 5 more bits, Haru. No! I walked off the edge. I've done that before, too. I keep getting so close. Oh, no. Best of luck with your cleanup, Haru. I appreciate you stopping by, and thank you again for the bits. Very, very generous of you. Very kind. What was a great run. I know. It felt like it was real fast, too. That's what's also sad. Why it's also sad to lose it. No, I got myself hit there. All right. Well, I've definitely been upside down for long enough. So if I remember, I'm going to restore the camera to its previous position the next time this fails. No! My zeal for going after the bomb almost got me a poker chip on my head. All right. Well, that's over. Let me restore myself. And there we go. All right, excuse me just a moment, my friends. I need to get some I need to see about getting some coffee. It's too hot to drink. All right. I've had so many runs make it into phase 3. And so many that haven't. Oh, I got a weird issue happening with my TV. There's a... I don't even know how to describe it. There's like a seam line appearing across the picture. It's very weird. It looks like the seam, like... I don't know, like where two pieces of wood joined together. Like how you can tell that it's actually two instead of one. I don't know where you're going with it. I don't know where this is going, but I think this is a topic of conversation I would encourage perhaps dropping. If you don't like the games I'm playing, then there are plenty of other streams. But I don't want us to start. I don't want us to start anything that's going to get people up in arms. Black Fox, welcome in. Whoa. No, I did take a hit. Oh, I thought I avoided it. When a parry knocks you into a hit, it's heartbreaking. Couldn't agree more. Ah. We should have put up a counter for how many times I'm going to make it into phase 3 only to take damage there. As much as I don't like taking damage in phase 1, at least, like, we haven't invested a whole lot. No, I'm gonna get hit. Just run away. It's not worth it. Although I think that might make me not be able to get my parry count in. No, all these things are still here. Phase 4 was starting. Well, that's the furthest we've ever been. The parry in this game takes a lot of getting used to for me because I always expect it to work. I don't know why. I feel like I always expect it to work only in a downward direction. Sort of like I expect a successful parry to feel like Samus's space jump. And you can actually collide with an object from any angle and successfully parry, but I always feel like you have to be like coming down onto it. Even this late in the game, I still have my moments where I'm like, this just feels wrong. And don't get me wrong, my expectation of how, like, my brain thinks that the parry is going to work, or should work, my expectation would make for a much worse gameplay experience. No! This shouldn't even be this hard. Thank you for the pistachios, Kai. I will enjoy them in a moment. Yay. Oh, the seam line that's forming in my television screen. I don't know if it's... At first, I couldn't tell if it was something in the game, but I don't think it is. But it's not the end of the world. My TV is an extremely old flat screen TV I got for $15 at a yard sale, so it's if this is a sign that it's going out, it's going to be a shame to replace it, of course, but I don't have a tremendous amount of money invested, at least. No! Ah! That has to be the worst thing I've done so far. Oh. I'm such a mess. Reel in Donuts 22, welcome to the stream. Thank you for following. Very happy to have you on board with us. Thank you very much. Oh, I know. See, the thing is, there was actually logic to that decision, because I got so worried. Because last time I made it this far, I was actually thinking, well, I thought the extra enemies would immediately vanish when this phase started, but they didn't last time, so I need to make sure I go over there and take that guy out real quick. And I did, but the path home was not clear. Thank you for the pistachios. They go wonderfully with my coffee. They go wonderfully with everything because they're pistachios, and I love them. There's a new Cuphead game coming out. Are you thinking of playing it? I haven't heard of a new game. I heard that there was some DLC coming out, but probably. Yeah, I'll probably get to it. I probably won't play it immediately when it comes out. The thing with when something has just been released, I try to hold off on playing new releases because I want to give viewers time to play them on their own so they can watch the stream without spoilers. So I wouldn't expect like a day one playthrough, but I mean, I really like this game. I wouldn't be putting up with this grind if I didn't like this game. So I'd be interested in taking a look at a sequel. You're never guaranteed, though. You're never guaranteed that a sequel is going to be any good, right? Because I loved Super Meat Boy, and I heard nothing but bad things about its sequel. It is a DLC. Confusion. No worries. Coming out in July 30th. My worst fear for this game right now is that I'm actually going to make it all the way through the battle without taking any damage, only to fail because I didn't parry enough. Because I'm not keeping count of the items I parry. But I know sometimes I miss them. And I'm not sure... Ah, no, I wasted it. I'm not sure if I can afford... I'm never sure if I can afford to do that or not. Just looked it up and I'm more confused. Alright. Don't share too many details with me, though, please, because just like everything else, I really don't like to know about things that I play beforehand, except that, just the bare minimum. Usually the only thing I want to know is the release date. But like how many stages, how many bosses, how many characters, I don't want to know any of that kind of stuff, please. I almost pushed myself into the abyss. I pushed myself into the enemy. I don't usually do that during that phase. I don't usually use those big attacks. I don't know if it's a mistake to not use them or to use them. It's been the same reason every night this week, Loyal. I keep having dinner right before the stream. I had beef and spinach stir fry tonight. It's the first time I've made it like that. No peppers either. Who do I contact at your HR to complain? You can send an email to Agent Frownie at noonereadsthis.com. I will turn the beans on for you though, Loyal. It's been we're an hour into the stream. I could probably take a bean now. Black Fox, thank you for this stretch break. Knowing my luck, you're gonna get a good one. I appreciate knowing that you're on my side, Loyal. Oh, and a hydrate. All the good things. All right, we'll even make the camera big for it. Olo Polar Bear, welcome in, Olo. Long time no see. Pleasure to have you with us. Wood, yeah, I'm a big fan of wood grain in my decorating. Wood paneled walls. I got all this like imitation, like 70s sort of imitation wood grain furniture and technology. I got this. This is pretty cool. I don't know if I've ever shown this on the stream before. So this is my sister made this for me. It's the art is burned into the wood, I believe. All the like sort of solid black parts, I think, are actually burned into it, and then the rest is colored. I guess she used colored pencils or something. I don't know how she did it, but it's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. I actually Ghouls and Ghosts of the three of the Ghosts and the Ghosts and Goblins trilogy. Ghouls and Ghosts is the one I'm least familiar with, but it has the best artwork. It looks like you live in a cabin in the woods. This room looks like that. This is the only room in the house that looks like this. It's an illusion. I wish I lived in a cabin in the woods. The snowy frozen woods. Thank you, Loyal. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good setup I got here. Got a melty here this week. It reached the 90s. Kill me now before summer makes its true appearance. I don't even want to think about. I don't even want to think about summer. I would love to live in the woods. Well done. Well done. You said your sister made it. Um, I retrieved it for you. She made it. My sister's quite the artist. I turned the beans on, Loyal. You might need to refresh. Let me double check. Maybe I messed up. Maybe I turned on the wrong thing. Nope, beans are on. Here, I'll turn them off and on again, and then refresh after Now I just turned them back on again. So refresh after you hear this, and they should be there. Your sister needs to sell her crafts online. If she wants to, as it will sell. So she does. I don't know. She does. She's looked into that before. I don't know that she's had a lot of success with it so far. There we go. Magic beans. I live in San Diego. We don't even get snow, but I love snow too. Yeah, I lived in Houston, Texas for years. I lived there for like 7 years. No snow. No winter. There we go. All right. So this bean, I don't like this bean isn't bad, but I still don't like it. This bean is excuse me. This bean is Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks. The socks flavor is like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, it's not good, but it's not really horrible either because, like, it doesn't taste like much of anything. But it's Tutti Frutti, so it's not bad anyway. It tastes like, Tutti Frutti tastes like bubble gum. I don't know why they didn't just call it bubble gum. And the Stinky Socks, they just need to get rid of that concept altogether because that bean doesn't work. They need to retool that flavor or something. You're right, Loyal. It was a good one. But you'll have more opportunities to get me. It's the Tutti Frutti bean. Drop the links. I would Black Fox, but I actually don't think she has anything active currently. She had an Etsy store at one time, but that was years ago, and I don't think that she keeps up with it. Um, no, if she had stuff to sell that I could point you to, I would do it to help her out, but I don't think, so far as I know, she doesn't have anything where she's active right now. And that piece, there, I don't know. I don't actually know if she did that by hand or not. I think she might have had access to a machine that basically was like a wood burning printer, and that might be how she did it. I'm not sure. She might have done it by hand. I'd have to ask her. Because I don't remember. I've had that for like, I don't know, like 10 years. She made it a very long time ago. But I think she was in college when she made it for me, and so I think she had access to a machine that helped her out. Everything you've shown that she's made for you, I've wanted. Oh yeah, so like she made me the Shanoa doll that I showed off before, and she did try to sell her dolls online at one point, but I don't know that it ever took off. I don't think it took off. Have you ever been to San Diego, Frownie? I think. Um, I don't know, Loyal. I had a layover in California one time, but I don't remember what city it was. So technically, I've been to California once for like an hour and a half between two flights. I might have gone to California also as a very young child, but I would have been too young to remember it. I had a great uncle who lived somewhere in California, and I think that my family went to visit him when I was really young, but I wasn't old enough to form memories, so I can't say whether or not that happened. A lot of people moving out these last 5 years. There's 7 houses on your block for sale. Well, that might be good for people looking to buy houses. You know, I keep hearing how houses are crazy expensive. Uh, just like I predicted your good bean, I also predict a housing crash. I mean, I think these things always go in cycles, right? I've always wanted to buy land with a sizable cave system and convert some of said system into a home. I could get behind living underground. What? No, I hit a wrong button. It's not the end of the world, but, I mean, I always want my inputs to be my inputs and not accidents. I basically threw that one away. Frownie, I wanted to thank you and remind you how awesome you are for providing a space for all of us to unwind and have fun. No problem, Loyal. Happy to be here and very happy to have you here with me. Thank you for enjoying this. Thank you for enjoying the stream and joining me so frequently. Whoa. Cheers, I enjoy it. We have similar style and taste. Oh, no. You got me with all your N64 and Wario games. I do love my N64 and my Wario games. This is true. The N64 may be my second favorite console. There was a point in time when I was earlier in collecting. There was a time when I thought that I might try and own every Nintendo 64 game. That has not been a goal for a very long time. I abandoned that pursuit long ago. But there was a point in time where I thought that I might do that. The NES is, I would say the NES is my favorite console, but owning every NES game is impossible. Owning every Nintendo 64 game always seemed a little bit more doable. I believe I already have the most expensive one, so. So if I ever change my mind, at least I've gotten that out of the way. Your buddy owns all of them, all 300 plus N64 games, and even some Japanese ones. Right on. Yeah, as complete libraries go, that one is that one still seems to be one of the most doable. I think if I were going to go for a complete library anytime soon, I'd have to go for something like the Virtual Boy. Don't get me wrong, there are some expensive Virtual Boy games, but at least there's not that many of them. Sculptor's Cut. Is that it? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So I have Clay Fighter Sculptor's Cut, which is, I believe it's the most I was saying I believe it's the most expensive Nintendo 64 game. It's probably the only thing I can think of in my collection that I have just because it's expensive, and I didn't even buy it because of that. I've talked about it before, but I bought it before I even knew what it was. Because I didn't think it was any different from Clay Fighter 63 and a third. And I bought it for $4. At a used bookstore. And you say I find amazing deals. You do. You do. This was just clearly a case. And see, the thing is, that bookstore, I didn't work there at the time, but I ended up working there. I ended up working there about, I don't know, maybe a year after I made that purchase. And so I know the guy who priced it, and I know that he didn't know, and he didn't care. It must have it must be a situation where it went through a lot of people who just didn't know it was valuable. I didn't know it was valuable when I bought it. It wasn't until months afterwards that I just happened to be looking at an article or watching a YouTube video or something about like most expensive N64 games, and that was on the list. And I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, I think I have that one. Alright, I need to get my head back into the game here. I've done nothing good for quite a while now. I won't eat the baby. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Welcome to Cuphead. Welcome to a never-ending grind. Black Fox said, "My dad is going to Texas soon and will be house setting, and I'm going to hunt for my Sega and NES games. Best of luck to you." Yeah, King Dice was pretty tough. Did I find him harder than the devil? I don't know. Because when it comes to like the bosses in the games, I don't think anything was harder than the dragon. After I beat the dragon, it felt like it was all smooth sailing from there. I mean, yeah, it was all hard, but it wasn't that hard ever again. This has been pretty tough, though. I've beaten the devil. I'm trying to get the A+ on him. I'm not doing a great job right now. I've gotten an A 3 times. My trouble is on all of my best runs, I always take a hit right at the end of phase 3. The robot was pretty tough, but I still personally I found the dragon tougher, I think. But you aren't wrong. That robot is that robot is a rough time too. What a hollow night this will be if Frownie does not achieve in Cuphead. But I mean, there will be Hollow Knight either way. Even if I don't pull off the A+ tonight, we are at some point going to move over to Hollow Knight. I'm not gonna just grind this for the entire stream. I really thought I'd probably have it by now. We've come really close so many times. When I say that I've gotten an A grade 3 times, that doesn't even count all the times where I've gotten hit at the very end and just hit retry. That's probably happened at least an additional 4 times. Attempts that would have been an A if I had finished them. Nope. Oh, and welcome back, Kai. I do have pets. I have three cats. The likelihood that you'll be able to see any of them tonight is very thin. So I stream from my basement, and my cats aren't actually allowed down in my basement because it's not very safe for them down here. There's a lot going on down here in the basement. There's a lot of tools, there's an open sump pump, there's... I don't know. I don't want them to get in trouble. I do bring them down to the basement and show them off on the stream sometimes, but that's not always convenient. Is this it? Victory! We did it! That's every A+. We're done! Oh my goodness! Oh, we did it! Oh, finally! Oh, we're released! I was just sit and be happy for a moment. Oh, just in time for the DLC. Thank you for the GG loyal. Thank you, my friends. Thank you for celebrating with me. We finally did it. Oh, visiting visiting the shelter is dangerous. It's very very easy to come home with new furry friends. So we had one cat, and we went to the shelter intending to get a second, and now we have 3. Are you the Leet Frownie? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, so I did that, Kai. The first time I played, well, not the first time I got to him, I told him no, but then out of curiosity, I did tell him yes and get the evil one. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I don't know if I am elite. There's still expert difficulty to play. So, I mean, I'm not done with Cuphead forever. I'm just done with it for now. I do want to at least try out expert difficulty at some point, and probably will go through the whole game again. To try and get that. I don't know why I've got 97% yet, though. No one knows of Leet. You're an old school hacker, sir. I mean, you know, I don't know about being a hacker, but I do feel like I've been around the internet for quite a long time. Let me see. If I missed a message, my apologies. I'm trying to keep up with the chat here. Yeah, I did get the evil ending, and was quite disturbed by the music playing backward on the title screen. That was something else. We have to bask in the glow of our perfect report card here. All A pluses down the row. That's what we worked so hard to see. Oh, welcome back, Haru. Your mom doesn't know how to use her phone, right? That's sad. I'm not sure what's sad. Did I say something was sad? So we've still got achievements that we didn't get. get an S rank, complete the game on expert. We got some mysteries here. I didn't buy everything in the store. I wonder if I should do that. I wonder if that's what my missing percentage is. Can I exit? I never bought the other things from the store because I never planned to use them. I wonder if expert or the S ranks or those are my missing percentages. It would be nice to see that 100, that perfect 100. I don't have enough coins to buy everything. I'm still missing 2 coins somehow. I guess it's from like overworld characters. I wish that closed road was open. It's time to learn how to read again. Oh, thank you for those trophies, Haru. Oh, I see Black Fox wants to run an ad. We'll do that too. We'll do that as well, Black Fox. Thank you for the follow. I won't eat the baby. Very happy to have you on board with us. Thank you kindly. Probably these guys have some coins for me. All right, so I've got to run an ad now. Yeah, Black Fox has redeemed channel points and forced my hand. So I'm giving you a heads up. You may want to turn your volume down. The ads usually broadcast a bit louder than my stream. So there's your heads up for that. I would recommend, you know, taking your headphones out for the ad, or at least turning the volume down a bit. But we're gonna play that now, and if you're not subscribed, then I guess I'll see you in 1 minute, my friends. And everyone who is subscribed will get 1 minute of premium exclusive Frownie content. Here we go. Welcome to the premium exclusive Frownie content. You will find it is exactly like all the rest of the Frownie content. The ads don't necessarily roll for everybody either. I've noticed sometimes people who aren't subbed still don't get ads. I don't know what the deal is with it. It's all meaningless. It's all meaningless to me anyway. It would take me 100,000 years to earn noticeable ad revenue. There's no sense in paying any attention to any of that. Wow, glad I didn't miss this. Well, here's what you get to see. They're all. I wanted to see how many times I've died on my journey to all A pluses, and this is what we're gonna find out. Through all your battles and all my rhymes, you have failed and perished 564 times. That seems shockingly low. I wish that it included a counter for every time I hit retry, or if it counted all of my retries as deaths. Because that number would probably be 4 times as high. Sparrow, great to see you. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Considering you know, everything. I don't want to share what is maybe not mine to share. Okay. So Sparrow shared with me that his mother broke her ankle yesterday. So we're wishing her the best recovery possible. I know that's something like I it's meaningless to say get well soon, because I know that's not the kind of thing that heals really fast. But I hope that at least the recovery process goes smoothly. I got a Portal Geico ad, Kai said. I miss Portal. I enjoyed Portal. I thought that was a lot of fun. That was actually one that I played when it was semi-current. I got a whole minute of car ads, Haru says. She's doing fine, all considered. Now home, and has some really strong painkillers while the swelling goes down. Then in for an operation next week. Oh my. I hope that operation goes well. I didn't even think about that. I just thought maybe, like cast and bed rest and crutches. I begged my uncle to get an Xbox just so I have an excuse to get the Portal games. Right on. I miss Portal also. Might actually play through it again soon. Let me know if you do. I kind of feel like that's one that you can't really meaningfully experience more than once. But perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps I'm wrong. Lord of War Tommy, welcome to the stream. Hey, thank you for following. I really appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for doing that. If you're coming here for Cuphead, I got to tell you, we're at the end of Cuphead for the night. Anybody who's just come in, I hate to let you down, but we actually just finished with Cuphead for the night. We got all of our A+. I don't know if I admired every page, but we just finally got A+ on the Devil. So I think I might, go for, expert at some point. Get some of those S ranks. But A+ was the goal that I set out with initially, and we finally achieved it. So I'd like to just rest and call it a victory for a while. But maybe a little bit closer to when the DLC is going to come out, I'll pick this up again, and we'll maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe when the DLC comes out, I'll pick up Cuphead again and play and try to get all the S ranks. And if I do that, then play the DLC afterwards. So that way everyone has time to play the DLC on their own while I'm trying to catch up. So it won't be spoiled on the stream. I don't know. I don't want to make promises for Frownie a couple of months from now that he can't keep, but that is a thought. That might be a good way to do it. So we're actually gonna move over to Hollow Knight. Is what we're gonna do for the rest of the night. We've been working on Hollow Knight for a while. It's my first playthrough. Been working my way through it slowly, trying to play it blind and figure everything out as best I can with my own substandard mind. And I feel like we're doing pretty well, though. I have encountered a few bosses that have scared me into running away from them. Thank you for the trophies, Sparrow. Thank you. You said, I may have to spare the gory details, but there's something called a breach when you break bones, which she unfortunately experienced. Yeah, I don't. I'm fortunate. I was saying earlier, I'm fortunate. I've never actually broken a bone. How's the headphones going? Frownie? So for those of you who don't know, these headphones were gifted to me by Sparrow. A while back, they are very nice headphones. It was a tremendously generous gift, and I use and enjoy them basically every day. So thank you again, Sparrow. But yeah, Sparrow gifted these to me, um, and they're treating me very well. Um, Said the reason I ask is because my beautiful turquoise earpads have finally started peeling. No, I thought that sentence was going to be have finally arrived. So now I'm trying to figure out if I should get fabric replacements or genuine leather instead. Um, well, I'm sure I'm going to be asking you for suggestions when these start to wear out, though I'll probably use them past the point past the point of what is acceptable. I'll probably be very slow to replace them. But when I do, I'm going to be looking to you for advice. I feel like I would probably, I don't know. You put genuine leather in quotes as if you believe it's not actually real leather. And if that's the case, probably fabric is the way to go, I would think. I would think an imitation or like a sub-quality sort of leather would probably crack and peel and deteriorate faster than cloth would be my guess. Um, because with an imitation leather, even if it's one of those where it's like where it's an imitation leather made out of leather scraps, like a genuine leather, they're really going for look over everything else, right? I guess it depends on how much you sweat too, though. I mean, it might be a little bit gross to think about, but you don't really want absorbent ear pads, so I guess we have to think about that. Um, thank you for the hydrate, Kai. Not everyone's noticed your other set on Bone Daddy in the background. Yeah, Isaac. I don't even think you can't even really see Isaac in the background right now, right? No, he's off in the shadow over here. So he's not really visible. All right. Well, we're gonna get switched over. Let me move things over to Hollow Knight, and we'll continue to enjoy our night inside of another game. So thank you for enjoying Cuphead with me, my friends. Thank you for coming on this journey. For all the A pluses, it's been a great time. I really like this game. Cuphead is a ton of fun, and I expect we'll come back to it for expert mode, and we'll probably go chasing S ranks at some point, but it's gonna be pretty far down the line. I think there's so many games to play. There's so many other ones to get to. But we're gonna put Cuphead on hold for now. We're gonna move over to Hollow Knight for the rest of the night. So if you want to join me for that, that's what's coming up here. I'm just gonna black out the screen and cut my recording while I switch things over. So let's do that.